Hey, what's up, guys? This is another episode of the Hella Stance Garage. What we've been doing here, we've been busy in the car shop, and we're just building a new motor right now. It's not for Cam. Cam's on his fourth motor. It's for this guy, Seth. Yeah, he came to me and he said, "Hey, the Hella Stance Group make some good motors." So he came to me. Of course, I gave him a homie hookup, and we're building an LS vtec, high comp LS vtec B16 pistons, and let's get to it. Let's go check out the block. So we are building a JDM b18b vtec for him. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put PR3 B16 pistons, and already put two in, and I just want to show you what I've been doing. So we got a B18b. It's a Japan motor. It's still the same as a B18b1, but we're just gonna run this, and we did a couple upgrades with the oil pump and everything as well. But let's go look at the pistons. I'm gonna show you guys how to set these pistons. Some people don't know how to clock them, so I'm going to give you a brief description on how to clock these pistons and how to put on the rings and, you know, put it in securely. All right, let's go check this out. And of course I hone, so you want that cross hatchet. It's pretty easy to hone it down. You make sure you don't hone it down too long, or else you won't get those specs that you need to run this. So here's how you do the piston rings. Of course, you put the piston ring in, but sometimes you gotta know where to clock them at. And so I put this piston ring in, and what you want to do is have the first one pointed here, have the second one pointed here, and have the third one pointed here. And so what I mean by the first one, so the first one is pointed, let me see, I would turn it this way, like that. And then the second one, you want to turn it this way, see? Clock A to B. And then the third one, it should be right here. So you flip it around and you check for it right here. So, and what you want to do is you want to cross it. See, this one's the top, this one's the middle for the oil, and then this one is the end of it. You see it? So 1, 2, 3, and you want to do it just right off of this, and that's how you clock a piston and piston rings. And not many people know about this, so that's how you clock a piston ring. You want to clock it A, B, and C, D, and E right here. Make sure you clock it just like that. See? So again, check that out. That's where it starts, and then that's the middle right there where it ends, and then that's the bottom right there. That's where you clock in at. This came with the setup. We are going to use stock. We're going to use stock PR4 rods, but on the top we use a PR3, so high comp, so this will probably be in the 10. So what we did was we used the ARP. See, we use the ARP. We use the ARP rod bolts, just because if you want to go high RPM, you want to take this to 8 or 8.5, you could do it safely. And that's what we use. We use that, and we kind of clock the piston rings, and we're about to put this over it. All right, so I always have a problem with the compression, you know, piston compressor tool. So this one is the best by far. The reason why, the one that clicks when you turn it, that one sucks, because you know this one is pretty cool, because when you turn it, it just keeps on going. It just, I got this from O'Reilly's for about $19.99, but this one works really good, because I threw away about 3 of them already, and this by far is the best one. It does have a little, you know, a little like, you know, kind of beat it, you know, piece on the bottom, but that, I don't know what it does, but it actually helps out, because when I just push the piston in, it just goes in. It's like crazy. But what I'm trying to say is this is the one you want to use. Just go to O'Reilly. It's about $19.99. If you don't have money, just buy it, use it, and return it back. All right, so what we did was we clock them again. This is A, this is B, this is the top of the ring, this is the second ring, and then this is the third ring. So like I said, it's gonna have the cross 1 and then 2 and then 3. Since it's kind of messed up right now, I'm gonna have to redo it. But what you want to do is, before you install it, you want to actually put oil into it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put oil into it, and then after that, then you kind of compress it and just put it back into the motor. All right, Seth is going to put his last pistons in. Kind of. So what you want to do is you want to put this line towards the towards the timing belt. So, and that's number 4. We marked them all. Number 3, number 2. It's all done by C's Machining, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's hold on. Let's push this over here so we get some lighting. Okay. Okay. So then what you do is you just put it in. What you want to do is you want to press it down a little bit. So watch, I'll show you. Yeah, press it down a little bit so you can get the skirts. You see the skirts that's coming out? Okay, right there. See those skirts? Mm-hmm. Yeah, then you put those skirts in right here like this, right? And then what you want to do is you want to just hit that. Okay, stop. Oh wait. Oh yeah, you good. Go, keep on doing it. There we go. How easy was that?
Pretty damn easy.
Pretty damn easy, right? Because you got me, man. So now he has an LS vtec with PR3 pistons, new rods, ARP bolts, and it's pretty good. It's looking good. All right, got one in already. I clean up the bearings, of course. I clean up the bearings. So we're gonna put new bearings. Standard size. It wasn't milled down or nothing. It wasn't bored out or nothing. So it's just bone stock. It's not that bad. So we're just gonna go ahead and put new bearings. So this is how I'm doing it. So what I do is I just roll this up and I'll just put bearings on here. And then what I will do is I will put it on and then do a plastic gauge to make sure it's in clearance, and then after that put it all together and torque it with the ARP. Yep. So yeah, these are the new bearings. Standard size. So it's pretty simple. I like to lube it up, clean it up. Same thing with this. It's already clean, so kind of just stick that there. It's only one way in, so has a little notch right there in the corner, so just like that one. So we just put all this one in. Make sure it's secure. I like to shake it around just to make sure. And yes, I did already measure this with the piston and it clears. I mean with the rods and it clears, and the crankshaft. So yeah, I have it numbered. This one's for number 2. So this one's going in number 2. So I just like to put my special formula, and I like to actually run it in this hole and actually press it out so then oil could actually get in. Same thing on here. Some people like to put their secret, assembling lubricant, but I have my own. It's a mixture. There's 3 different mixtures. So what I do is I bring this up since it's so smooth. Ooh, gotta correct that. That's my number 3. My number 3. So what I do is bring this up and I push the rods back in, and I like to press it back up so it could reach this. So I'm just gonna go from the bottom and press up, and it's gonna come up here. Now that I pressed it up here, just get your main caps. You put the bearings on. See, it's only one way in, so but you got to make sure the number is right. See this? It says a 2, right? You make sure it lines up with that. The number lines up. So these caps cannot be. It's not interchangeable. You cannot just put this cap over on this one. the cap is made for that rod. So make sure the rods are the rod cap is made for the rod caps. I mean, it's made for individual ones, you know. So you can't interchange it. You don't mix it up, guys. So what I would do is I write on them. So if you look at it, I actually write on them to know, and I actually make my own marking too. Made my own marking and I write on them, so then I know that if I ever mix this up, I know that this one is for this rod. And you just gotta line up the numbers. See the 2? So you want to put the 2 with the 2 back here. The half of the 2 is here. So I want to line that 2 with that 2. A lot of people mix this up. You know, they kind of flip them and everything. Yeah, not supposed to do that. And yeah, so then I'm just gonna hit that in. I'd like to address this. Sometimes people think they put the wrong cast because this is flipped from here. That's not the case. That's not always the case. Sometimes you get rod where looks like this, and sometimes you get rod that look like this. But what you want to look at is the numbers. As long as the numbers line up, I did not flip a rod, if that's what you guys thinking. So if you actually look right here, the number is, you'll see the number on here that's imprinted, 3. And it says 3. Okay, like, see, for instance, see that number right here? See that 3? Yeah. See, half the 3 is on top, half the 3 is on top. See that 3? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, these numbers. See the numbers? If this number was flipped and it went the other way, see, if the number was flipped and went the other way, then the caps is wrong. But you have to look at these numbers. Don't see, it says number 3 right here. I don't know if you guys see that. Yeah, see, half the caps is there. It says 3 is imprinted, and then if I flip it around, you'll see it on the other side too. But since I don't want to do that, and I'm still torquing it down, I just want to give you guys an example. This is not reversed. See, it's reversed, but see the number is there. The number is there. See that 3? See that 3? The number is there. So ARP said to torque this 26 pounds, so we are going to torque this 26 pounds. So don't know if you guys can see this, but this is 26 pounds, and for sure that there's so many times. So I just like to torque this to 10, and then 20, then 26, and 26, 10, 10, then 26, then 26. That's my method. And then after that, I'll unscrew it and do the same thing, because so you know the tension, and I'll just redo the steps again, and then I'm done. So we just got done with the car. The car runs really well. This is an update. The car been running for about a month now. It's running perfectly good. I chipped the ECU for it to be at 7, so he could drive like that for a month, and now we just upped it to 8K, and now it's running really good now. So now we gotta get tuned next week. So here's the car. Loads, but yep,
it's all good. Could you hand me the paper towels?
Here you go.
Spilled it.